want to share with you an email. Yeah, I'll cover up the name because this is on video because that wouldn't be appropriate. But so I want to share with you guys an email. Okay. Now, we'll cut this out of the video. All right. So, Dan, this is whoever. I'd like to bring your attention to somewhat why I shy away from real estate agents. On March 7th, I got a call from someone I believe from your company selling my price. I've spent some money to get the place ready. The lady was not first, and I asked her to touch base with me on March 9th. No problem. Then I got a call on March 7th, 437, same office. Didn't know, yada, yada, yada. Then at 437, the meeting was changed, and the meeting was canceled. You know why that meeting was canceled? There's a prospective seller, because the first time I went on that listing appointment was in 2013, right here. Not everybody's a good seller. Now in 2014, I probably went on the listing appointment the second time. In 2015, I may have went on a third time. In 2021, I'm not wasting my time. That's a maturity of me as a business owner. The reason why that appointment got canceled was because I'm not wasting my time. I told my staff I'm not going on that appointment. Let me go back to this again and let me show you how I replied to her. And we'll cut this out of the video, guys, that are, please, thank you. Because it wouldn't be appropriate for me to do, I don't want to make her bad and wrong. But let me show you guys the way that I responded to her. I appreciate you letting me know, and you are correct that your experience was unacceptable. I apologize to you, and I wish you the very best with your sale. You're right. I'm wrong. Best of luck. That's how you deal with the 1.8. Like if you're not able to position them into that place of where they need to go, then just pass on it. But why do I have the option to do that, by the way, in 2021?
Because it's up to you who you work with. So you got to control your time.
Why is it up to me on who I work with?
Your pipeline is
right. Right.
The blue represents a listing appointment on my calendar, right? One tomorrow, one today, one yesterday, one on Monday, one on Monday. How do those listing appointments show up on my calendar? Well, today I've got staff to help me. At one point, I didn't have staff to help me, and I still had the listing appointments on my calendar. Why? Go back to class 2 and 3 if you'd want to know the answer to that question. Because I did my job, which is lead generate, convert the leads to appointment, go on appointment, negotiate, inscription role play. I found out what I'm passionate about doing in the business, and I put it on steroids. If you're doing open houses, you should be doing 5 open houses, not 1. 5. And your job is then following up with those people. Go ahead, John. I overtalked you. Sorry about that.
So for that 1.8 person, do you finish that and kind of walk away if nothing changes in that moment, or do you wait a day or two to then see if they've changed their mind or convince them otherwise, and then kind of remove yourself?
I would have dove deep into the conversation and found out, is this a need or a want? And if it's a need, then I would have, probably intended to troubleshoot it to find out what's causing the need. So is this, maybe they refinance, maybe the market, this isn't the case, but maybe the market was up and now it's down. And so maybe there's a different opportunity to short sale, right? So maybe 3 years from now, that may be the case. Okay, they refinance literally today, and now they need to sell, and now they're upside down. So now I can transition the conversation into a short sale conversation. During my career, the market has done that, and that would be the way I would transition the conversation. But then, I don't want to do a short sale. But again, now I should already know that way back here in the process that that's the case. Because what was the number 2 question I asked when I told you guys the 2 most important questions to ask way back here?
How much
your
expectations?
Yeah. How much you want to sell it for, and what's your expectation of me as your real estate agent? That's why the question's asked up here. So I already know if it's going to be a problem before I get here. Everything has a reason, the entire process. That's the reason why I asked that question back here. I probably wouldn't go on the appointment. to be candid with you, just like the one I just showed you. I'm not going on that appointment. Or I would have discovered, is there something that they know I don't know? That could be an option. So it just brings my awareness of, wait, what don't I know here? Because that's a possibility as well. But when you get there, by the time you get there, you shouldn't be, 20% off, 10% off even. Maybe 5%. I'll take a 5% overpriced listing, by the way. So John, here's what the market's saying. The market's saying X to Y. You want to list it at Y plus, and I'm willing to do that. I have a request for you though, because you want me to listen to your concerns, to answer your questions and your inquiries, whatever it is that you want me to do. I'm going to feed that back in there. And what I would ask for you to do is to listen to the market's expectations. Is that fair? Because the market's going to tell us something. What I can promise you, if with that it can be sold at that price, I can sell it and I will. I'm just asking for you to listen to the market expectations. And the market says that we can't sell at this price, again, third-party demon, then you be willing to adjust the price within the appropriate amount of time. And, oh, by the way, again, what is the market saying? I didn't mention this to you guys earlier. Of how many days will the home sell within? 24 right there, 15 right there. So if we don't sell in 15 days, what is that saying what's that saying about our price, Mr. Seller? Saying we're overpriced. Again, you're saying it, not me.
What'd you do?
Got another appointment in 3 minutes. What are your ahas for today?
Would you do like a de-escalation clause for that? Or just have that conversation around that? Like if it's on the market, if that house is on the market more than like the average days on market, would you do like a de-escalation clause in the contract?
Sometimes I do. It depends on the scenario. Not always. I just want to get their agreement to it. That's most important to me. If I'm going to go list something 5-7% overpriced, I want to make sure they're agreeing to it. I've done it both ways. It depends is the answer to your question. 2 minutes. What ahas you guys have?
I keep thinking of, wait, why am I talking? Ask questions. The Socratic method. Use it.
I had a team leader that used to work for me who talked and talked and talked and talked, and he had this big whiteboard in his office. I wrote on that whiteboard right underneath the curtains that he could see, but the other person could see. I wrote up there, wait. So that it was like right in his eyeball view. I'm like, dude, when you're meeting with an agent to hire them, I want you to look at that. Shut up. Sorry, that was my inside voice. Let's make sure that we're observant and that we listen to the other person and that we seek first to understand. That was what I actually said. On the inside, I said, shut up.